In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
What's up, guys? Matt here with Galaxy Games 843, back with another Wednesday live stream tonight. Jonathan with the Howard Hospitality Group is with us. David is not feeling well tonight from Xtreme Vending, so he will probably not be with us tonight. Who knows? He may join later, but you never know.
He just got too big for his britches, right?
He got too big for his britches, exactly.
We had to fire him from the show. He got too conceited.
He's in the comments, though. So he's here. He's here in spirit in the comments. Hey, Xtreme. It's not the same without you, buddy. But welcome, everyone. How's everyone's Wednesday? How's your week going? What's going on?
Man, it's been busy. Like, I've been doing those interviews, and it's every other night or so, and a couple nights in a row, and been posting those. So we've been really busy with that. And then we had to do all of our collections in like 2 days, Amelia and I. So we jammed. I mean, we were just busy. Usually we do them over the weekends, but we had a busy weekend with everything. And it's been pouring rain here and really bad weather. So we kind of had to change it around this week. So it's been a busy week. But yeah. Well, I guess since last week, it's been a busy week. Sure. What about you?
I've been actually just trying to do some upgrades here in the studio. I got a new microphone. Check it out.
I know, it sounds amazing.
Right? Thank you. So I've been kind of messing around with that all week, and of course, working on I did a Monday bonus video. I did a Wednesday video today. Now I'm already starting to think about the weekend video. And I know you've been busy on a few other things too, not only the interviews, but kind of hyping up this show and your interview show.
Yeah.
Tell me about
So,
that.
those in the Discord know, but if you guys don't know, we actually have our own podcast now. So I went and took all of our videos, and they were so long because, we do 2-hour shows. So they're in part 1 and part 2s, but we're actually on every podcast network that's out there. If you got to work or something and you can listen to podcasts at work, then that's a great way to catch up on our shows. So that's all in there. And go ahead.
I was just going to say, I know I went and checked it out on iHeartRadio. That's where I listen to my podcast. Mm-hmm. But I think there's other, Apple Music, I think is one of them.
It's on
too.
everywhere. It's Amazon, Apple, Stitcher. They're everywhere.
Amazon too. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I can stream that stuff through my Alexa devices. That's cool to know.
Yeah. And then supposedly I'm supposed to figure out how to do it, but you can do like one of those alert things or whatever, where you know how you can, what is it called on Alexa? Because we have Alexa too, but I'm trying to think where you actually have a thing it can do. I can't remember what it's called.
Like
but
a
it's
notification when a new
no,
show
it's like
comes out or something?
I don't know. Somebody will say in the comments, but it's basically like it's like a feature that you can do where you say, "Hey Alexa, do this," and it'll actually like do that, whatever.
Oh, I know what you mean. Like where you tell it like to like
turn on lights or whatever. Yeah.
It's called. Is it called a scene?
No, it's something else. I can't remember what it's called. But anyways, supposedly I should be able to do that too. So then you can just say, but actually all of our videos that we've done with the interviews are actually on there too. So if you missed any of those interviews with Jaime or Elite or Quick Play or any of those guys, they're all on there also. So
that's so cool. So guys, so now you've got multiple ways to find us here on YouTube, of course. We're in our Discord, but our shows aren't in the Discord. But now in all the podcast platforms, you can find all these shows and all of Howard's interview shows. So lots of good stuff, guys. Make sure you go check them out.
Did you see in the comments, I just saw it pop up, is that David said he thinks he got his wife to go to Vegas with us.
I didn't know she wasn't going.
Well, she wasn't going to go because she didn't, I don't know why, but she wasn't. I think it was she didn't want to fly. But then I thought he was going to drive, and then she still wasn't going for some reason. But I guess she's going to go, which is awesome. So that's cool.
So all right. So
you're the only bachelor going.
I'm going to be the fifth wheel here, right? So
yeah, pretty
Mrs.
much.
Galaxy Games is not going to Vegas. Mm-hmm. She doesn't want to take off work. She doesn't want to get on an airplane, and therefore I have to go all by myself and just hang out with everyone else. So I'm sure we'll do some fun things anyway.
Well,
we got some cool arcades to check out. We got to get Eli on the roller coaster at New York. It's gonna be a good time.
He promised.
Oh, did he promise?
Yeah, he said he would do it, didn't he? In the comments, I thought he did.
I think we have to beat him at like some game or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure that out while we're in Vegas for sure. But hey, everyone,
Hi.
Just want to say hello to everyone out there. We see all your comments saying hello. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Make sure you give the live stream a thumbs up. As you know, it helps other people find the live stream, or we can call it a podcast at this point, I guess, right? I don't know. But yeah, make sure you give it a thumbs up. That really does help us out. We're already at 28 viewers and only at 13 likes. So give this video a thumbs up.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
You got a question?
Speaking of Vegas,
yes.
we'll get some questions in just a minute.
Okay.
Speaking of Vegas, we're only 2 weeks away, guys. 2
I know,
weeks.
it's insane.
2 weeks from now, we'll be doing a live stream from Vegas, right? How cool is that? We still haven't figured out how that's going to work.
Well, either way, we'll do the drawing live. I know that.
Yeah, we'll definitely do the drawing live. As far as the Wednesday evening live stream, I'm sure we'll do something. I just don't know how or how we'll have it set up yet. Probably won't be on the same level as when we're in our studios or at home and have access to all of our gear and equipment and stuff. So
you can
the
still
camera,
do a YouTube live. From
we can still do a YouTube live. Just the camera quality might not be the same. This audio might not be the same. We won't have our custom intro or anything like that, or who knows. But we'll definitely put something together to make it fun.
You know what would be super cool is if we could get, since all of us are going, and I've been talking to Jaime and you in Quick Play, and so have you and all these guys, and we all want to get together. It'd be cool if we could all do it like at once, like
Could
on
you
that
imagine?
Wednesday. Oh man, how cool
Could you
would that
imagine?
be?
Everybody all at the same time.
Yeah. So even if we did it on your phone, where if we're all hanging out playing arcade games or whatever we're doing, and just have the phone going while we're.
Well, the good news is I did learn how to live stream from my GoPro. So I think we can kind of work things out within, my mics connect to my GoPro. So I think we can work something out. Like I said, I just don't know what the setting is going to be like. I think we're going to be okay on equipment, but not sure how the setting will be. So we'll figure that out once we're in Vegas for sure.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. So again, hello everyone out there that says hello in the comments. We appreciate you joining us this week and coming back again for yet another show. We appreciate that. Let's see if we can find some questions in the comments. Here's one from Hero 3. Right. He says, my first question for full line vending is, when you get chips that are full of air, how do you stock those? I know the answer.
Go ahead, do it.
So here's what I do. So what I usually do is I usually tip the bag upside down, let all the chips fall to what would be the top of the bag, and kind of squeeze it so it's a little more flexible at the bottom. Then I'll take my second hand, hold those chips at the top without crushing them, flip it back over, and then put it into the coil so that the air pocket is kind of in the coil. Then, of course, some of the chips are going to fall back into that air pocket space, and therefore it should go into the coil a little bit easier.
Where did you learn how to do that? Did you learn it where I learned it?
I learned it from watching YouTube videos, yes.
So did I, and I watched it. It was from me watching
I think it was AFC Vending, yeah.
That's right, and I watched him, and he taught me that. He taught me about doing the chips and flipping it over, and we do that on every bag, because we get the 2-inch bag, or the 2 pound, or the
big bags,
the 2 ounce bags,
or 2 ounce, or 2 ounce, okay,
the 2 ounce bags, the 1.75 or whatever they are. We get
Yeah.
the big ones in our machine, so they don't really fit too great, anyways. But I learned that, and then he also taught me how to kind of put them in sideways when I put them in.
So that corner, that the foot sticks through. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's funny too is if you actually look in the vending machine manuals, that's how they show you in the directions how to load product.
Oh.
But I am never one that's always keen on looking at manuals, right?
I never looked at my manual yet.
That's part of the reason why I probably struggled with setting this microphone up the right way, because I actually tried multiple different things, and I probably should have spent more time looking at the manual, but I did not.
Yeah.
I did not. All right. Good. Let's see. Joey says it's the first time tuning in. He hopes Xtreme feels better. Hey, Joey, thanks for joining us. Appreciate that. And then CC is saying, feel better, David. Thanks for hosting tonight, guys. Any advice when owners say, well, think about it, or they're unsure, but still interested, but you still want to lock down the location right then and there?
So I think it kind of goes back, for me, it goes back to like selling 101, that I learned where I used to sell.
Always
back in
be
the day.
closing.
Yeah, it was closing was, always the trick was, well, what's your concern, or what's, what are you concerned about, or what, what's holding you back, or whatever it may be, has always been the line that you use. And Amelia said, well, she'd always ask them a question. That's how she does it. Is it because of this, or and then usually they'll tell you, usually they answer her like, no, it's just, I don't know if it's going to fit. And, and then she'll basically, what do they call it when you, in retail sales, because I used to sell mattresses back in the day, and like they put us through a whole course in retail sales of like all the things you can say when somebody said something. And
it's called like a rebuttal book, right? So
yeah, it's like there's another word for
somebody gives you an excuse as to why they can't do it, you have an answer removing that obstacle, basically.
I'm trying to think of what it was called, but there's a word for it. Like you're counteracting their concerns, or you're overcoming their objections. I think it was overcoming objections.
Overcoming objections, yes. That's
and
exactly what it is.
And that was always it, was find out why, find out what's really. So ask them more questions. I think that's the best thing. And just
ask them more questions. And also, like, depending on what kind of machine you're locating, obviously I don't know what kind of machine, but if it's a mini claw, or if it's like a bulk gumball machine or something like that, have it there with you. Have one in the car. I mean, I know you've had success like that.
Oh my God, yes, that works so good. That was because of David. David taught me
right.
that.
But one of the common rebuttals or objections that you need to overcome is they always say, "Well, I don't think it's going to fit." So you wheel it in there and you show them it fits fine, right? Look at that; it's small. It takes up little space.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, if you've got full line vending, that might be a little bit of a different challenge, right? You're not going to have a machine in the car, but
yeah.
But those are some things you can do. But really just focus on getting to the root cause of why they're hesitant, and kind of making them feel better about making a good decision.
Basically. I think too that you can always, the thing you can always say is like, I really, really want to have my machine here. Is there any questions I can answer for you? Or is there anything that I'm missing? Like, because it sounds like you really want to do this, and I really want to be here. Like, what can I do? And just really kind of beg almost, but not beg, but basically be like, I really want to be here, and I'd really love to have my machine here. So I don't know. I always try to do it that way, where it's like you're building a relationship. And I think that later on will be so beneficial when they feel like they're helping you, and, and you're asking something from them. So pretty cool. Absolutely.
All right. Well, good. I hope we answered that question for you. That's kind of the way we handle things. But again, your mileage may vary. Right. All right, next comment comes from Moonwater Mineral. Says, yeah, my leave didn't get approved.
Oh,
that's not good. We were hoping to meet you and your husband in Vegas. I thought that was pretty cool. Maybe start planning for next year, because this is going to be a yearly thing, obviously.
I think we might go to IAPA this year too, or next. I guess
I could even drive to IAPA. So let's start talking about IAPA as well, and we'll see how that all works out.
Yeah.
Even if I just drive down for the weekend or something like that, might be cool. But Moonwater Minerals, we're sorry to hear that. That's not cool.
Yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, very sorry. Let's see. PA Pokemon Pool says, what vends in Vegas stays in Vegas. Except if you're with us, because we're going to record all kind of stuff. So that's not staying in Vegas.
I told you about those accounts at the shuttles.
Yes.
Remember? They were making
and we'll probably feature some of those machines on the monorail. So they have vending machines in all the monorail stations. And last year you talked to one of the techs, right?
The guy was filling it, and he was one of the part owners, and he was saying they're pulling, easy $15,000 a month per machine.
$15,000 a month per machine. Wow, I would quit my job tomorrow and just do that full time. That would be awesome.
He said they can't stock them fast enough. It's just insane, like how much they make. So that's probably sales, not profit.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah.
Cool. Moonwater Minerals also says, if you could all get a picture together and text it to me, I would feel so special. Oh, I think we could do that. At least the three of us from the live stream. I don't know about if we can get everybody in a picture, but at least the three of us, we can work that out for you. For sure. All right, here's a comment from Black Girl. Actually, it looks like she's talking about my shirt here. She's asking, does Candy Machine sell that shirt on their website?
I wish.
I don't know. I don't think they do. I actually reached out to Kevin and asked for one of these shirts so I could wear it in the videos, and he sent it to me. So maybe
the guy that we talked to at the monorail, was it $15,000 a month? I just want to be sure that's what he said.
I'm sure that's pretty sure.
That's what it was, right?
Yeah.
That's what he said. A month, yeah, that's right. Okay, I just want to make sure
But anyway, Kevin usually joins us on these live streams. Maybe we can talk to him about putting some of these shirts onto the website, or maybe run some more contests where we have more than one winner.
It'd be cool if we could talk to him and give one away.
Yeah.
Every live stream, that'd be kind of cool.
Oh, that would be cool.
So we could pick like the best comment or the best question or something like that, and then give one away. That'd be really cool.
That would.
It's only one a week, I'm sure, or maybe a couple more. I don't know. It's up to him, but I think that'd be really cool.
That would be awesome. Yeah, we'll have to look into that for sure. That's awesome. Well, cool. All right. So, so as of right now, though, they don't sell them on their website, but we'll make sure that Kevin knows that would be of interest, because I think about a couple people.
NBBA, they're going to have them at their booth. So
that too. Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll see what's left over too. We can bring some back.
Yeah, let's steal a box.
Oh, Black Rose MF. Looks like I let you down, buddy. He says, "Yo, Galaxy, thanks for the auction video." Not.
Oh, you got called out.
Sorry for letting you down, bro. It was my son's birthday, so I couldn't go to the auction this past weekend. I apologize, man. Sorry about that. Hopefully you're not too upset with me.
Letting down the fans.
Letting down the fans, yeah. Sorry, man. All right, what else? Where else are we? Lots of people talking to each other in the comments. Looks like PA Pokemon Pulse is here, and he has a 2-part question. I think this is more funny than an actual question, but he says, do you think the cars get stuck on the glass like a bag of chips from the Carvana vending machines? If so, do you think sometimes 2 cars fall out? I don't know. Do you have to use a really big quarter for those machines? I always wondered that.
And it's like...
or like if you choose one, like that's like there's a problem, does it say make another selection? You know what I mean?
Right. Like, you're like,
please choose another item. No, I wanted the Corvette.
Yeah.
And you got the Yugo. I don't know, something like that. Right?
Yeah.
Too funny. I don't know though. I've driven past one of those Carvana car vending machines.
Really? I've never seen one.
I've seen them, I think, in Florida, and they were really tall and had like, it looked like kind of like a carousel of cars. And I don't know that it actually vends cars, so to speak, like that. I think it's more of a gimmicky commercial thing. And it's a way to kind of get people talking about it. It obviously works because here we are talking about it.
Right.
But I think like you still buy a car online and they still bring it to you. I don't think there's actually like you go up and swipe a credit card and out comes a car or anything like that.
It'd be neat if they had like an elevator where you can go look at them.
That would be cool too. Yeah, absolutely.
Something like that or something.
Very cool. All right, we got to jump ahead for just a minute. We've got Sweet Treat King dropping our first super chat for the night. Thanks, Sweet Treat King. We appreciate that. What is this little guy on here? Is it a little pear with a classic mic drop?
Pear character doing
drop the mic, pear. There you go. That's awesome. Thanks, Sweet Treat King. Appreciate that. I started watching the interview between the two of you. For those that don't know, I've been doing a lot more cardio workouts, and I've been watching those interviews on the treadmill.
Oh, nice.
Trying to get Vegas ready. You know what I mean? Trying to get that Vegas weight loss going on. So that way, when I'm on camera more in Vegas, I don't look bad, you know? So I'm trying to work out more.
Bad. That was a great interview, though. He's such a nice guy, man. And like
I only got the first part in, so I still have more to watch. So I'm going to be watching more of that.
Like his stuff is just really, really cool, and he sells it to you for what you get if you order it overseas. So I mean, you might as well just call him up. I mean, he knows what's hot and what he's got everything. So he's got thousands of toys showing up like every day. It's just insane. So yeah, definitely get with him. He's got all the good stuff.
There you go. Everybody out there, he's in the Discord too. So if you need like product or prizes for your machines, go talk to Sweet Treat King on the Discord, and I'm sure he can hook you up with all kinds of cool stuff. And we'll probably be having him on one of these weeks on the live stream too. We're talking about bringing in some more guests. I know I've been working on Quick Play. They're telling me they're going to be here one of these weeks. So Quick Play will be joining us sometime. Not sure if it'll be both Eli and Cody or just one or the other, but working on that. We're gonna have more guests as things go on. So just FYI, the show is gonna get even better. Just when you thought it couldn't get any better than it already is.
I know, it's the best right now. Yeah, no, it's gonna get better for sure. Well, I think once MVVA is over too, a lot of people have a lot more time. You know,
yeah, that's part of the problem. Is right now everyone's getting ready for the show. You know, we're 2 weeks away, so it's getting nuts. Yep. Everyone's, especially like Kevin and Grant and all those guys.
I've been trying to get them for interviews for weeks, and it's just impossible. I mean, they're just so slammed. So I'm still trying to. I really want to get those guys like him and Grant and all those guys in before MBVA. So when you go walk around, you know who they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you'll go, oh, that's Kevin, and you can go talk to him,
Yeah.
and actually, don't have to catch him at his booth or something. You can actually see them around and know who they are, and feel a little more comfortable knowing some people. I think that'd be kind of cool. So
did you see their pictures in Discord today?
No.
Kevin's pictures?
Oh, the ones of them boxing all the stuff up?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so they are obviously doing very well. We're keeping them very busy. We're sending them a lot of business. So hopefully they're able to keep up. But I'm sure running that business and getting ready for that show is probably just nuts over there for them right now.
Oh, yeah, I can only imagine.
And I did see the new design for the new artwork on one of the super mini claw machines, I think it is. Did you see that too?
Yep.
It's
and he's got all those, because everybody's been wanting the space one or whatever, the rocket ship one or whatever it is. And so he's got a bunch of those coming in. So.
I'm just going to take a little bit of credit and say the reason why he went that route is because of Galaxy Games 843.
Oh, right.
Had to be. It had to be why. Right. Good. So while we're talking about Kevin, while we're talking about Vegas, while we're talking about super mini claw machines, I think we should talk about the contest.
Yes.
Right?
So those of you who don't know, go ahead.
I mean, does anyone out there still not know?
I don't know.
I mean, I've seen a couple comments saying it's their first time on the stream tonight, so maybe there are some people that don't know.
Good.
Anyway.
Well, let them have it.
You want me to kick it off this time?
Yeah.
Guys, we're giving away a super mini claw machine in just 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now, the winner should know who they are.
Yep.
Right? It's going to be amazing. Here's what you need to do in order to qualify to win. First and foremost, you need to subscribe to all 3 YouTube channels that are giving this podcast. So myself, Galaxy Games 843, Howard Hospitality Group, Xtreme Vending, even though he's only here in the comments tonight. Subscribe to all 3 channels, okay? Join our Discord server. The link for that is in the description of this live stream. And then finally, register on the candymachines.com website. Yep. Again, that registration link is also in the description of this live stream. Once you've done all those things, you are registered to win the Super Mini Claw Machine, which we're going to give away live in Las Vegas. It's going to be shipped to you for no charge, already full of prizes, ready to go on location and make money for you. So make sure you do all those things.
I still get excited when I hear it. I mean, I just can't believe it.
I can't wait to announce the winner. That's going to be the best part of it, right?
Yeah.
When we actually give it away.
Yeah.
I hope it's one of the people that are here in the live stream. I hope it's one of the people that's on the live stream at that time. Now, of course, you don't have to be in Vegas. You don't have to be on the live stream to win when we draw the name. But I hope that one of those 2 things is there. You're either in Vegas or you're on the live stream. So that way we can get that excitement. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Looking so
it already is awesome, man. It's still cool. I mean, to give away a claw machine, I mean, that's and loaded with prizes and delivered to your house, like pretty sweet. So very cool.
Very cool. All right. Up next, Moonwater Minerals says, my husband is also watching the stream. Hey, Mr. Moonwater Minerals. Thanks for joining the live stream. Says I failed one of my tests, so it's been quite the week.
Oh, no.
Sorry to hear that. That's not cool.
Man.
I'm sure those are some challenging, difficult tests, though. So I'm sure you worked really hard.
Arabic or something, isn't it?
Right. Yes. Which, you know, obviously it's probably very important, but I'm sure that test was very difficult. And I'm sure you tried very hard.
Yeah.
So sorry that didn't work out for you. Sorry that your leave didn't work out for you. Like you said, it's been quite the week. Hopefully your week gets better. Yeah. At least you're here hanging with us on a Wednesday night, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And then Keith Arnold says, I can drive to IAPA, but it's a long drive.
Nice.
Maybe we can, all meet up at IAPA for sure. And then you can pay the big airfare this time, Jonathan.
Yeah, that's right. I'd have to. That's true. I didn't think about that. It is pretty far.
Right. Mm-hmm. Orlando, Florida. It's only a 5-hour drive for me. So that's, I do that when I go to the auctions. I drive 5 hours to the auction. So that's not too bad.
You know, what's kind of cool too, is that in the Discord, I know, and like Eli and Taylor and a lot of people live in Florida. So I'd love to connect with a lot of those people if I actually come out.
Did they say what part they're in?
They did, and I don't remember what it is offhand.
I just wonder, because like my main office for my real job is in Florida. So I have to go there a couple times a year. So I'd like to go check out some of their spots at some time. Maybe collab with them if I'm ever.
Well, they'll probably have their arcade by that point.
Well, that'd be even better, depending on how far away it is. I don't know what part of Florida they're in, obviously, but I don't know if they show up in the live stream tonight. Let us know what part of Florida you're in.
Yeah.
or comment if you're watching the replay, or let us know if you're listening to one of the podcasts or anything like that. Let us know. All right, next question comes from Tommy Sharp. He says, where could I find coin pushers? That's a great question, because so many of us wish we could run coin pushers, right? I can't, you can't, David can't. I wish we could.
Yeah.
So I always see coin pushers at the arcade, pinball, vending, coin up, and all things cool auctions. But as far as where you can buy them, I know, I want to say Quick Play was going to start doing some sort of distribution with coin pushers, right? Do you remember them talking about that in one of their most recent videos?
Yeah, and I think that, well, I don't know where this person is. It depends on where they are, but I know that like they're for sale all the time on Facebook Marketplace, but also just mention the Discord, because I'm sure there's people that can probably find you some pretty easily, and there's people everywhere. So
and Tommy, I'm not sure where you're located, but put in the comments where you're located. That, if you put your location, you don't have to be like your address or anything, but maybe like your city and state.
Yeah.
Maybe we can kind of find out kind of where geographically you are, and maybe can help you out better like that too.
For sure.
Yeah. All right. Black Girl says she can't wait to see all the videos from the show. Heck yeah, I can't wait to make all those videos and share all those videos. It's funny because I say, like, in my mind, I picture going to Vegas, filming all day, and then sitting in the hotel room all night and like editing and uploading. But, the more I think about it, we'll probably be doing other stuff too, like hitting those arcades and like,
I don't think we're going to be going to bed till 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning every night, probably. Not because we'll be drinking and partying, but just because we'll be out seeing everything.
Doing all the fun stuff. And plus, I'm doing my cardio. I want to walk while I'm there too, so we'll walk up and down the strip. We'll have a good time. But yeah, there's going to be lots of content coming out of Vegas for sure. So don't you worry about that. Might not be the day of, but lots of content. Good. All right. I think it looks like Keith is joking about IAPA. Says it's a long drive. It's only 7 miles. So Keith must be in Orlando. That's cool. And what else we got here? Sweet Tree King also planning for IAPA. Good to know.
Nice.
And okay, guys, when is IAPA? Is it November or is it January? I can never remember. Who knows?
It's November, I think.
November?
I think so, because I think it's November. I think you're right. I can't remember either.
Sweet Tree King says November. All right.
Yep, so there we go.
So the good news is we've got what?
He's on it.
We've got like 6 months, 7 months to plan. So we'll have to start doing that.
So my goal is to do IAPA, and then I want to go to Transworld really bad, because me and being a Halloween fanatic. So I want to go to Transworld.
Oh, that's what you was that what you and Eli from ET Vending were talking
about?
Yes,
like that's like the place. And then I want to go.
When I think of Transworld, I think it probably means something else. You know what I mean? So I'm like,
yeah, not that one.
I would not fit in there.
Yeah.
Too funny. Moonwater Mineral says, kick that Carvana machine, make one fall out for free, like the kids do, right?
That's funny.
Right? So let me ask you a question, Jonathan. How hard what was the process of submitting all your interviews and all of our live streams to the podcast platforms? What did you have to do?
I used a website called Akeda, I think that's what it's called.
Akeda.
There was 2 different ones that people recommended. It was Akeda and another one. And basically, the hard part wasn't submitting them, except for like,
it was all the prep work, right?
The prep work was the hard part, because our videos are so long that I had to cut each one in half. So I had to go into iMovie and then basically find the halfway point roughly, and then just cut it, and then save that one, and then save the next one for each one. And then you actually go on and you submit it like you would just like a Facebook, post or something. And it's really simple, just name and whatever, and you fill out the form.
Really?
And it takes a little bit of...
So there's no like approval process or anything?
Initially, you have to set up your account and your email and all that stuff. But then once that's all done, it basically, you create your channel, your name and your logo and all your stuff. And then it just says upload episodes, and you just add episodes one by one. But at the end, once you get your channel, well, in the beginning, once you get your channel to submit, it automatically does like 4 of them for you for free, that you don't need to do any work. And then like Apple and iHeart and Stitcher and one other one, you actually have to go through like a little approval process through them. And then once you do that, they're all up. But it doesn't cost you anything. But it's all free.
Good to know. Okay.
So it doesn't cost anything. And then unless you want to do like monetization or, then you start adding stuff to it. But
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah, it took a lot of it's like anything.
Well, thank you for your efforts getting us out onto more platforms. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And
I'm just excited because I know, like, I had a job where I couldn't watch YouTube. You know what I mean? I had to listen to podcasts, and that's why I got super into, like, serial killer podcasts and stuff for like the longest time. I was super into that, and but this is a way that people can, in their car or whatever, they can listen to it and be able to hear it when they're driving and stuff. So it's kind of nice.
Good stuff.
So.
I had to highlight this comment. It's Moonwater Mineral says, Matt, stop copying me. I think she's referring to when I'm on the treadmill watching the YouTube videos.
Oh, that's right.
I remember she had commented that she was on the treadmill watching YouTube videos too.
Yep.
So that's sorry. It's if you watch my interview, I'm always trying to figure out how to make 28 hours in the day, right? So I got to multitask half the time, and that's one way to do that. Good stuff. Black Girl's asking, do we have our bags packed yet for Vegas? No, but I have started planning what all I need to bring because, as you can imagine,
because he's Matt. That's why.
Well, being that we're content creators, right? We need to think about what we need to bring in order to create content, right? So I'm like, I know I got to bring my laptop. I got to bring my cameras. I got to bring my wireless microphones. I got to bring my batteries.
Well, the best today was that we were texting each other, and I'm like, I was thinking about bringing this equipment, that equipment. And you're like, I'm not bringing much. I'm just gonna, just my laptop. And then he listed off like 10 things, and I'm like, what do you mean? You're like, I'm not bringing much.
As I'm looking around at all the things I need to bring here in the studio, but like I'm not going to bring I'm not going to bring my computer camera. I'm not going to bring the studio microphone. I'm not going to bring my extra monitors. That would just be uncivilized.
Right. That's just ridiculous.
None of that. But I am going to bring my GoPro, probably a backup camera too, all the mounts, the batteries, all that stuff, because we gotta be able to do all that stuff while we're on the road.
I'm just excited you got these mics because I think when we do interviews and stuff, it's gonna be awesome. That's just so exciting, and I'm glad you got them because I think that's gonna make our content so much better. And that video you just did that you released,
what did you guys think about the game store video this time? So it was super frustrating to me, right? Because so I'm wearing my microphone and I'm talking to the camera and there's people all around me and they're looking at me like I'm an idiot. Like what's this joker doing, right? And like what I didn't like when I was in post-production was I could hear a lot of the conversations going on around me. And a lot of you probably didn't pick up on most of it, but I did. And that, I guess, when you're a content creator, I think half the time you're your own worst critic.
Yeah.
And like, I was like, oh God, I wish that guy didn't say that while I'm trying to make a video over here.
I couldn't really pick up on what they're saying too much. And I think the microphones did a fantastic job of picking you up.
Well, I think that's one good thing too, because when you wear them on your shirt, on your collar right here, it's like the microphone's like kind of like right by your voice box, right? So it's kind of like, it kind of really accentuates that part.
I thought it sounded really good. I thought it was great. And the fact that you're not doing all those voiceovers and you're actually in the store and Miss Galaxy Games was there with you. And like, it felt like you were with you more than an after the fact kind of thing. It was kind of like almost you were live, you know what I mean? Versus being pre-recorded and stuff. I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was cool.
What's funny is so there's a couple guys there that are regulars. Not that they don't work there, but they're regulars. And like, they were like, trying to mess me up. Like, so I had to do a couple takes on some of my intros and my closings and outros and stuff. And like, it was so funny. Like I thought about doing adding some bloopers at the end. Cause like, I just tripped over my words. It was terrible. And that's the one good thing about video editing is you can clean all that stuff up. So that was good.
Right.
But yeah, it was a good time. And I really did enjoy doing it like that. And it made post-production, I don't want to say it made it easier because I just focused on other things rather than doing a voiceover, but it was nice to not have to do the voiceover for sure.
Yeah.
So I've had a lot of good feedback.
That's been our issue is finding the time to do the voiceovers because we can bang them out pretty quick, but still you got to find the extra time. I got to edit it and then we got to go back and do a voiceover over the top of it. And it takes time. Like it takes a lot.
It's funny. I usually do all my voiceovers in the mornings before work.
Oh.
I sit down with my coffee. I've got that morning voice going on, which is perfect for radio. You know what I mean?
Right.
I get that radio voice going on, right? So that's when I like to do my voiceovers in the morning before work. And then usually on my lunch break, I'll do like the final edits and do the uploads and stuff, and I'll schedule them so it's a good time. And that's just the way it's always worked for me.
See, Amelia, she doesn't get out of school till 3, and then I don't get home till 5:30, and so then we got to eat, and so by the time we get done eating, then I got to edit, and by the time I'm done editing, it's almost 10 o'clock, and then she's got to go to bed. So it's hard. It's harder for us. So
for sure. All right, good. All right, well, let's take another question. Here's another one from Moonwater Mineral. Says, all options considered, what type of machines pays you more per hour of work, like based on how much time it takes to maintain the machine?
Oh, I got a good answer for this one.
I know what the answer is. I know what you're going to say. Go ahead and take it. Go ahead.
So I was talking to Amelia the other day, and I don't know if I've talked about this in the live stream or not, but we went to this location and we collected, and it was Logan's, and when we came back home, and I was editing the videos, our last video, and I said, do you realize that from the time you left the car, it was the fuzz shop. It was the fuzz shop. And I said, from the time you left the car and went in, filled your machine, cleaned it, took the money out, and said hi to the owner and shook his hand and whatever, and came out of the car, it was 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
And how much money did you make?
And she pulled out, I think it was like $60 that week. And it was only like 4 or 5 days. But so, like Logan's is our biggest, I think it's our biggest, that and the other grocery stores are our biggest ones. And she's pulling a lot more than that, like triple out of there. And she goes in the same amount of time, 5-10 minutes and a week. And that's it.
So obviously, and just like when you watch the game store videos, claw machine amusement, games where, people are winning prizes, you're not having to restock snacks every other week or things like that. That's obviously where you're going to get the most money, the most bang for your buck.
Yeah. Because if you figure, like when we do our full line with Sam, he's probably got 45 minutes where he has to go down his list and pull out all his product and stick it and pre-kit everything, for like maybe 2 or 3 machines. It takes him at least an hour. Then we go there, then you got to unload, bring it all inside, and then stock your machine. Then we got to do the inventory. So by the time, you're probably almost 2.5 hours, for one location. So, versus 5 minutes and 30 seconds or whatever it was. Claw machines are awesome. It's just the way to go for sure.
Absolutely.
And they pay for themselves in a few months. So, why wouldn't you, And the small ones, the minis, you can put them anywhere. So a lot of people, now this is the new thing that I've been seeing a lot of, is that people are buying those 24-inch machines. So I don't know how many of those you've seen, but they're not much bigger than the minis.
Yeah.
Kevin has some from Candy Machines, and Grant has some really cool ones too.
Is that the one Galaxy machine we saw? Is that 24-inch?
The Galaxy one, and he has the Duck Shop, and Kevin's got some new ones that are really deep things for the toys. And they have a medium-sized claw, so the plush is not super expensive. So you're not buying the full-size plush; you're only buying medium plush, and they're not much bigger. So if you think, I think what's a normal claw machine or mini is like what? I think it's like 18 inches, right? No, it's not even. I don't know how wide it is off the top of my head, but they're only. I can't think how wide it is, but they're only a little bit bigger, and they look. They look cooler too, honestly, because they look like they're bigger than they are, and they have cooler lights on the front and stuff. And so a lot of people are starting to buy those now. So those are kind of the new thing I see people talking about is those 24-inch machines. So if you have a location where there's a little bit more room than just a mini would fit, think about a 24, because they're actually not much more in price. I think they're $300 or $400, $500 more maybe, and you get a bigger. You get bigger plush, you can charge $1, $1.50, and you make more money. So
yeah, for sure.
Might want to consider that too. That seems to be kind of a trend that's picking up right now, is those 24s. So
definitely like some form of amusement game, claw machines obviously you're probably going to be your best bet for
any redemption game, period,
sure.
that they get their prize immediately, like claws or anything like that, where you don't have to man it, you don't have to be there, it takes care of itself. Like you can go there in 5 minutes and collect. It's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, we got to jump ahead for just a minute, because where did we go here? Here we go. Hillary Glinton with a super chat. You guys are awesome, and the reason I can play Call of Duty with the boys for 2 hours on Wednesday. So thanks. Wife loves the channel. Oh, how cool.
That's awesome.
That's what we like to hear. Well, thank you very much for the super chat. We really do appreciate that. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much, and thanks for being here with us. We appreciate that. Enjoy the Call of Duty. Yes. Too funny. That must be. You know what? That must be. That must be. Yes, I just put two and two together. That must be Moonwater Minerals' husband.
Oh, I bet it is. That's awesome.
Yes, yes, that's exactly what it is. Okay. All right, that makes so much sense now.
That's
Love
funny.
it. That's too funny. Well, you're
Good.
welcome. Enjoy your Call
Yeah.
of Duty. We'll entertain the rest of the household. For
Your
sure.
wife's gonna be paying for all your upgrades on your Call of Duty. You
That's
watch
right.
with her
That's
claw
right.
machines. She's gonna be paying for everything. All your your annual fees for your PlayStation or your Xbox. She'll be paying for with her
There you
claw
go.
money.
There you go.
Yeah,
Good stuff. All right. Well,
that's awesome.
thank you again for the super chat. We really do appreciate that very much. So thank you. What else do we got? We got Rad Vending says, "Hey guys, hope you are doing well. Love the new interviews. Meet the industry. Really cool to see everyone's story." There you go.
Oh, nice.
That's some
Very
good feedback right there. We'd like to see that. Very nice.
That's very cool. I'm glad you guys like them because it's something I've wanted to do for a while, and I didn't think that it would be as well, accepted or as people would want to do them as much as they do. And people have been very cool. So because it takes an hour and a half to do it, with me, and so that's the time out of the day they've taken to hang out with me for an hour and a half, and then so it's really nice.
Good stuff. Yeah. Well, and again, too, if you can't watch them on YouTube, you can now find them on all the podcast networks too. So make sure you go check those out. Very cool. All right. I know that this question comes up all the time. Why can't you run coin pushers, right? So they're not legal in a lot of places. A lot of states consider them gambling devices and therefore are off limits for vendors like us. Some states, it's a game of skill or a game of chance and therefore not a gambling device. But
because you're not guaranteed something to come out of the machine, so it could give you change back or it could not. So it's like you're not putting money in and getting something back.
Well, I think so it's a real gray area in a lot of places too. So like you could say that the same thing for a claw machine. And in like states like New Jersey, claw machines have to have a gaming license if I'm not mistaken. Somebody out there in Jersey, if I'm wrong, correct me. But I want to say they have to have gaming licenses, especially like I know like in Atlantic City or Wildwood or those areas, they have to have a gaming license. In order to do that. But like I think like in my state, claw machines are okay because you're not playing to win a monetary prize, right? You're not winning money. I think that's where the line in the sand is when it comes to gambling devices. So a coin pusher, you're playing to win money. So therefore it would be considered a gambling device where a claw machine would not. But at the same time, you watch like Claw Kicker's videos and he rubber bands $20 bills around teddy bears in his claw machines. I wouldn't be able to do that in my state. That would be that would be a gambling thing, right?
Yep.
So I couldn't have money prizes in my machines. Like Quick Play, they've got that box of money in their stacker sometimes too. That wouldn't work for me. I'd love to do it. It would make things a lot easier if I could, honestly. That would be a better prize than going out and shopping in the store. I would just put some money in a jar and make that a prize. But that's how it works out for us. Yeah, exactly. And then he says, "Wow, why is it a form of gambling?" Yes, that's what it's considered in my state anyway. Exactly. All right, LJB Fit talking about IAPAS too says, "I'm in Florida, may go to that event, would love to try to meet up." He's like an hour from Orlando. That's good to know.
Nice.
Yeah. So already talking about IAPA, we haven't even gotten through Vegas yet.
I know. I don't want to stop, man. I love this stuff. So this is
Yes.
Vending's my life now. It's fun. I love it.
That's right. And then he's also asking, he's in Connecticut. Is there any idea if it's legal there? He'll have to research it. Yeah, I couldn't tell you for Connecticut. The best thing you can do, contact your, like in South Carolina, we have the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division that we call SLED. That's who who we would contact with questions like that. They're going to be able to tell you what's legal, what's not legal, what you could get in trouble for. If you give them a certain scenario, they can tell you, don't do
in California,
that.
it's by county. So they have different rules per county. You know? So
good to know. Yeah. I would check, check with your county government, check with your state government, and they're going to be able to give you better answers than we can for sure. Especially then I've never even been to Connecticut. So therefore, I wouldn't be able to tell you. All right. Sweet Treat King says, just walk with those video glasses. Walk
There you
around
go.
IAP or around Vegas with the video glasses on.
Heck yeah.
So those glasses, they do have some limitations, right? So they don't have a big storage space. And when I make those shopping videos with the glasses and different things with those glasses, I'll shoot like one location, like I'll do multiple clips from one location, and then as I'm walking out to the car with my everything I bought, I'm setting them to transfer to my phone.
Oh,
Because the phone can obviously store a lot more clips, but the glasses themselves can't store that much.
oh.
Yeah, so there's that. And then I'm not sure what this is referring to, but Moonwater Mineral says someone on Discord posted a map. I'm sure someone saved it. A map to what?
Thank you.
A treasure map?
I don't know.
A map for
That'd be great.
for the convention in Vegas, maybe?
Find a golden house.
X marks the spot, right? I'm guessing maybe they're talking about the convention floor in Vegas. You can find that on the National Ball Vending Association website also, too, if you're looking for that map. But I'm not sure if that's the map you're referring to. Maybe there's a special secret map.
Yeah.
Maybe we're going to get into a Goonies adventure.
It's the map. It's the map. It's the
You
map.
had to go down the Dora the Explorer road, didn't you?
We're kids, man. They were into that. They were into Dora
I'm
for a
referencing
while.
Goonies. I'm referencing Goonies. You're referencing Dora the Explorer.
It's my kids. They loved that show when they were little.
Just, right? Too funny. Cool. Terica TV joins us. Says, hey, guys. Hey, Terica. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you being here. Welcome back. Yeah, welcome back. And then here's a good one. Rad Vending says, any ideas where to stay for IAPA? It would be cool to get everyone together to meet up. I don't know about IAPA. I will say, like for the Bulk Vending Association conference in Vegas, there's actually a group hotel deal for attendees. Yeah, at the Westgate. So I'm sure that there's probably something like that for IAPA. Maybe the closer we get to that, that'll probably be determined.
That'll be our next focus.
Otherwise, if you're looking for a good hotel to stay at, if you're looking for a great hotel to stay at in Orlando, my favorite hotel in Orlando is the Renaissance Orlando. It's so much fun. It's a resort style hotel, as you can imagine. It's got pools, it's got slides, it's got bars, it's got restaurants, and it's huge. And it's directly across the street from SeaWorld Orlando, too.
Oh, wow. Nice.
So if you like roller coasters, if you like all that stuff.
And dolphins. Thank God.
So that is, and yeah, they got all that stuff. Yeah, exactly. So that's my favorite place to stay in Orlando. We've stayed there multiple times. I don't know how close that would be in conjunction to IAPA, so I'll have to research that. But I know Keith says the Rad Hilton, okay, referring to Rad, saying that the Hilton Hotel is right next to IAPA. So the Hilton might be a good choice.
Huh.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. All right. Sweet Treat King says he loved the Game Store video. Zook says the Game Store video was the best. Thanks for the feedback on that, guys. We're going to be doing more videos like that when we can.
You need to be on camera more. Seriously.
And you know, I know Quick Play was holding me accountable in your interview video too. They were talking about that.
They were.
Right? I know I need to do that more often. That is definitely a better style video. I agree.
Yep.
I'll be doing it more often like that too, but there's some locations I can't do it like that. So that's why we're going to do both style videos going forward. I'll do the on-camera stuff definitely at the flea market, at the game store, and try to sprinkle it in at other locations too. Some I have to go by myself, and when I go by myself, it's first person only with the voiceover. That's just how it's going to be when I go by myself, because it's, you know, I can't fill the machines and film myself talking to the camera at the same time. It'd be challenging, but you know, I'm going to try and maybe do some more implementing of maybe multiple cameras where I can go back and forth and maybe do some stuff. We'll see. We'll figure it out, but definitely more better content on the way for sure. But I'm glad you guys liked the Game Store video. That's awesome. Very cool. I love, this is what you mean, but you say you seemed uncomfortable in the last video. I guess that's why. Yeah, it was because there were people all around, and like I'm holding big stacks of money, and I'm like,
yeah. Yeah.
Hey guys, like, don't mind me flashing this money around, right? So yeah, it was a little bit different. And then Moon Watermill says the Game Store video was great. I could tell you were aware of the others. Yeah, it was a little bit challenging for sure. For sure. All right, Moonwater Mineral says, I used to do metal detecting videos when I lived in California. People watch me just for metal detecting. I was a real oddball. You know what's funny? I've watched a ton of metal detecting videos, right?
You're like an old
Before I
man.
was on YouTube, I used to watch, well, you know what? So I used to watch, you ever heard of Nugget Noggin? Nugget Noggin on YouTube.
No.
He's a Southern boy, right? And he's got that Southern accent, and he goes all over the place with his metal detector, and he finds silver coins and gold nuggets and all kinds of cool stuff. So I used to watch him all the time. So I've watched all of those metal detecting videos. I love them. And there's like all kinds of guys that do it underwater now. And I've been watching a couple more lately too. It's cool stuff. Yeah. Sweet Tree King says, I'd love to see the bloopers. Maybe one day I'll just make a blooper video because I mess up all the time. Literally all the time I mess up my words. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
Jonathan?
we do
I'm
it
sure
on
you guys do the same.
our when we do our voiceovers. We mess up quite a bit sometimes, and it's just we'll be in one of those moods where it's funny, and you just keep messing up, and we'll start laughing, and it's just
you just keep messing up.
Yeah,
you're like take 36, right?
When she's on though, she's on.
So true.
I mean, like she just nails it. It's pretty awesome. So
for sure.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right. Black Girl says Mrs. Galaxy Games 843 is like the Vanna White of vending. Yes.
Yep.
Especially when she goes to those full line stops with me, and she keeps me so organized, and she'll yes, because she knows because she taught me how to pack the bag because I used to get coached on how I would pack the pre-kit, right? So now I start at the bottom of the machine and pack the pre-kit from the bottom up. So that way, when we get to the location, the top items on the bag are the top items that go in the machine, and we can work our way top down.
Oh.
And she'll okay, you're doing Cheez-Its now. So she'll pull out 4 or 5 Cheez-Its. She'll make sure the labels are all facing, they're all up when they're supposed to be up, and they're all in the same direction. She'll hand me some like I'm a kid.
Yep.
And then I'll load it in the machine the proper way. But
I love her.
When she's not
That's
there,
awesome.
you guys watch how terrible I am when it comes to being organized and loading those machines. So it's definitely much better when she's there because she's so good at that, and I not so much. Yeah. All right, let's talk about some other machines. Keith Arnold says my best machines are jute boxes, and that's something I never thought about getting into, especially today. But it makes sense. Sweet Treat King says jute box is almost cheating, right? Once everything is set up, it just makes money. You don't have to go fill the machine with anything, right? It just makes money, and that's a great point.
I didn't think
Jute
about
boxes.
that. So what would you do? You'd buy it and just go down to bars and try to get him to buy it from you or use it or rent it or what? You just ask to put it in there?
I don't know if it's the same, like, so when I think of jute boxes, I think of the ones I can buy, which, held CDs, or maybe today even held hard drives with music files in them. But I know like Touch Tunes is a thing now, right?
Yeah.
Where it's basically almost like a subscription service, kind of like how Golden Tee works, right? So you're connected via the internet to a service where I'm sure you pay some sort of monthly fee, or maybe they take a percentage of each credit that's put in the machine. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if any of you guys know out there. But I know like Golden Tee, it's connected via cellular Wi-Fi to the internet and goes back to I forget what the name of the company's called, but basically I know they take a cut of all your sales. Because they're providing a service where you can enter your initials and keep all your stats and all that stuff, and play in online tournaments and stuff like that with Golden Tee. Yeah, so I don't know if jute boxes like Touch Tunes is the same way. I would imagine it's probably the same way. But,
I just know the old school.
See, Moonwater Mineral says Touch Tunes takes a huge credit.
Yeah.
The old school ones, which ones?
Well, like the original ones, like which is where it's just the arcade with the ball. I mean, that's the ones I always played. But I know our new location that she just got, which we're supposed to put that mini arcade in, they want a Golden Tee really bad. And I've seen the new ones are really expensive. So, I mean, they're pricey. So I don't know. I didn't know they did all that fancy stuff, though. I haven't looked at them in years. So.
Yeah, they do. they do. For sure. What else we got here? Here's one from Hero 3. It says, did you guys see what happened to the Quick Play arcade? Yes, I did see. So that's why I stay away from pushers. Too tempting for kids. I was being an old head telling Quick Play they shouldn't show that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, anytime something like that happens to me too, I always show it too because it's the reality of the vending business, right?
Yeah.
You know, I like to be transparent. I like to show you kind of the ups and downs for sure.
Well, like Aaron used to always do, Clock Kicker, he used to always do that stuff too. Like people break in and stuff in his arcade and stuff. And those were his biggest videos, people wanting to see what people did. And I think that most people aren't going to go break into your machines, but I mean, those things get pushed and all kinds of stuff, but they have those alarms and stuff on them too, don't they? The coin pushers. Like if you do them,
They're
alarms.
They're supposed to.
So I don't know.
So, some of them have like a tilt bob in them,
what I meant.
but that doesn't always work. Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, so I mean, like I said, I always show that kind of stuff. Like every break-in I've ever had, I've shown on my channel because it happens. That's part of this business. Yeah. So you have to be prepared for that. You have to be ready for that.
Oh, I've got a
maybe by us showing that, maybe it can
something that this is for people with mini claw machines is that on the golden houses that we ran into, which we didn't even think about, and I don't know why we didn't, but we put our golden house in our Logans, and because there's always people around it, like their servers are right there, and I didn't think about it. Comes with it's got a lock on the front where you put the coins in that you can actually put a little lasp that comes out where you can put a lock on it. And so we don't lock that one just because they're always around it. And they're actually the ones that play it the most, the people that work there. So we didn't put that little hasp on there. But what kids have been doing is they think that's where you put the quarters because there's a hole in the front of the machine. So make sure when you guys get your golden houses that you actually put that in. Even if you don't put a lock on it, make sure you put it in because it does look like a coin slot. And I never even thought about that. So that's something we ran into as I opened it up to adjust the how far the claw would come down. And there was a bunch of change inside there. And the guy was saying, he goes, oh yeah, he goes, I've seen people put quarters in there. So make sure you put that thing in there. That's just something that we learned that we didn't think about. So if you're not putting that on when you get your machine, make sure you're putting it on there because people will stick quarters in it or tape the hole shut or something. But that's something we learned this weekend. We didn't think about. So do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
I do, yeah.
Okay.
I do know what you mean, yes. Good. All right. Next question comes from Insert Coin Vending. Says, on average, how often do you guys refresh the MoMA app? Yeah. So, I know I watch that app like crazy.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, the MoMA app is the NIAX app. So basically it's what vendors can do to check their sales, to see how many items they have in the machine, if they have an inventory machine, or to see how much money's in the machine, different things, how many plays they've gotten, all those kind of things.
Yeah.
I look at it multiple times a day. I don't know about you, Jonathan.
Well, I do it all day long, and Amelia does it now too. She has it on her phone, and she watches it all the time. And she'll come and yell at me. Oh, did you see this place today? And I'm like, no, I didn't look in a while. And she goes, check it out. And I'm like, okay. So she likes it too. She plays with it too. Sam does too for his vending machines.
Right.
He has one too. So.
Good. Love it. Good stuff. All right. Let's see. All right, here we go. Here's a good one. So it's from Hero 3. Talking about your Meet the Industry interviews. He said, you got Jaime, you got Cody and Eli. You're going to blow up soon. 1,000 subs on the horizon.
Oh, I can't wait. I mean, it hasn't gone up that much, though. I thought it would go up a lot this week, and it hasn't. So I'm hoping, I don't know, we're hoping soon.
You know what's funny, guys? So for those of you out there that don't have a YouTube channel, YouTube is such a grind, right? Like it's like you got to work hard, and sometimes your hard work doesn't pay off right away. It takes a lot of time.
Tell you about it.
It takes a lot of consistency.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Like like when I was first starting out, like I would spend all this time making a video, and it got like 2 views and no subscribers, and just like it's frustrating sometimes, right?
It's so frustrating because like
I know anyone
you get so excited to post it. Like you're like, oh, this is gonna be a good one, and you're all excited about maybe your editing or like your drone shot or something. And then it was Eli and Cody and Jaime and all them. I was so excited to put their videos up because I'm like, they were great interviews and like we had a blast. And I'm like, this is gonna do really well. I think people really like this. And then I'm like, oh, 200 and something views, and I'm like, what? But you never know. It's really weird. I don't know how it works. So.
Right. Well, it's kind of funny. Like I was in the same boat with my game store video. I was like, I'm trying something new. I'm talking to the camera. I've gotten my new microphones. I did some new editing stuff. Like this is going to be an amazing video. And I felt so good about it when I was done. And I was like, I got to break 1,000 views on it, but I still haven't broken 1,000 views. Right.
Yeah.
But it's going good though. It's going good for sure. Good stuff. All right. Here's one from Anthony Hastings. Welcome, Anthony. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you being here. Says gaming licenses are also required in the state of Georgia, ran by the state lottery department. I did not know that. Because I'm only like a little over. Yeah, I'm only a little over an hour away from Savannah, Georgia, and I've actually thought about maybe trying to get some machines down there. But knowing that, now it's not even an option, right? For sure. All right, what else we got? Here we go. Sweet Tree King says, anyone have any more shows? We should post links on Discord. IAPA will be on fire. Yes.
I think there's only one other vending show, right? Is that the only other one?
I think so. I don't know. We'll definitely, if you guys know of any other vending related conferences or conventions or shows, put it in the comments, let us know. I can't imagine between an amusement show and a bulk vending show, what else could there be?
Yeah.
There might be a full line one. I don't know. There might be a full line one. I thought there was one that if you know though, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, I thought Dominic went to another one, but maybe I'm wrong.
Cool. And then Anthony Hastings says there is a bowling show in Orlando in June. Many suppliers also set up there as well. That's cool. You can get into bowling alleys for sure. Those are great places for machines. As you've seen in Aaron's videos, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's jump ahead for just a minute. Where'd it go? Here it is. Moonwater Minerals with the 10 o'clock super chat. Thanks, Moonwater Minerals. Appreciate that. Says my super sticker didn't send. I swear it was at $10.
That's awesome.
You guys are keeping the stream alive tonight. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate that. Very cool.
Very, very cool.
Yes, thank you so much for that. We are very appreciative of that.
I guess
we're so disappointed we're not going to get to meet you guys in Vegas.
I know, that's a bummer. I wish you could go too. That would have been really cool.
Probably did fall asleep, right?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, for sure. What else we got? I am all over the place. All right, so we got multiple conversations going on in the comments as well. Where are we at? Okay, I'm getting caught back up here. And where are we? Here we go. All right. So we just got past the bowling thing. And here's one for you, Jonathan. It's from Antonio. He says, where did you register your company in California? He lives in Modesto.
Oh, nice. He's not that far away. So we're in Northern California. So we're between Chico and Sacramento in Northern California. And you just register, you just do an LLC on the California website. Don't pay anybody to do it for you because when you first look it up,
don't go to LegalZoom or anything like that.
Yeah, don't do LegalZoom. That was the one that kept popping up. And don't pay those guys. You can do it yourself, and you don't need, and it's not hard. It may seem kind of intimidating, but you just go to the California website and you can do it all right there. And you can, and then we have a link to really good insurance in the Discord. So if you go in there, there's that Next Insurance link that we found. That's only
Next Insurance.
Yeah, $25 a month. It's just super cheap. So get insurance, get your LLC. And I think it was, who was I interviewing that was saying, Quick Play was saying, like, those are the two big things they said is that, get your insurance. So definitely do those two things as soon as you get started. Because the last thing you want is somebody coming after you for, let them come after the business instead of you and then protect yourself. So, but yeah. It's really simple. The California website is really easy, and it takes about a week and a half to get it, and that's it. You just submit everything. It takes about a week and a half, and you're good to go.
Gotcha.
Same with your federal ID. So your EIN, same thing. Tax
yes.
ID
Correct.
number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can do all that stuff for free.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Moonwater Minerals also clearing up that map we were talking about. It was for what states were coin pushers legal in? That's a good map. I'll have to look for that.
I didn't see
did not
that
know
map.
there was a map for that.
That's cool.
I didn't see it either.
That. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, well, whoever put that together.
It must have been in the Discord, so we'll have to look for that. Yeah, for
Please
sure.
repost it. Whoever posted it.
We'll check for it in the Discord. Yeah, absolutely. And then Anthony Hastings says, we stay at Universal for IAPA. There's killing two birds with one stone, right? Right? The new Mario World's there. We talked about that in our interview, right? Good stuff. And then Black Girl asking, what does the BBVA stand for? I think she means the NBVA, which stands for the National Bulk Vending Association. Right. That's the conference and trade show we're going to in Las Vegas. It's NBVA. I hope that's what you meant.
Yep. I'm thinking that she probably may have misheard it.
What BBVA would be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably. Good. We were talking about metal detecting. Moonwater Mineral says, yes, Nugget is great. I also watched the Silver Sniffer and traveled to probably Louisiana to meet him and featured me in one of his videos. Oh, that's cool. 5 years ago. Nice. That's what we like to hear. All right, here we go. Hero 3 says, if you haven't dipped your feet into vending, here's an inspiration story. I like inspiration stories, don't you?
Cool.
Yeah. It says, one claw machine made $450 in 3 weeks, and my gumball machine made $50.23 in 5 weeks, both in the same location.
Ooh, what location is that? Don't have to say the name, but what kind of location is it?
Yeah, just tell us what kind of location that is. Yeah. That's awesome.
That is awesome, man. That is cool.
Very cool. So
that's what I'm saying is those machines pay for themselves super fast, you know? It may seem overwhelming in the beginning, but they will.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then once you pay off one, just get another one and just keep working your way.
Definitely make your money back. Exactly.
It is cheaper though.
Yeah, good stuff.
Order them at on a pallet. So if you order them like I know Grant does 6 at a time, or Kevin does 3 at a time, 4 at a time. Try to order them on a pallet when you do it, because it actually saves them on shipping and you on shipping. And then down the road, if you can do a few more, it's definitely better to ship more at the same time. So, but they don't take too long to pay off anyways. So,
for sure. Hey, and then look who's here. 720 Vending joins us. Says, good evening, everyone. I finally made it to was servicing all his machines, making content for everyone. There you go.
Nice. That was a great interview too.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. That was fun. Mike it was fun to talk to Mike.
Too, because I feel like Mike doesn't show himself on camera a lot.
And I didn't know what he looked like until he popped up on my screen, because I had never seen his face. And I'd watched a lot of his videos, but it's always been first person view. I've never seen his face. And so I'm like, now I know what you look like.
Yes.
Pretty funny.
But then, I watched a video right afterward, and he was talking to the camera too, which I thought was cool.
Yeah.
So good stuff, man. Good stuff. Here's a good question. Insert Coin Vending says, at Hero 3, how's that 23 cents? How's that work? So if you guys don't know, if you run bulk vending with quarter machines, kids will still put pennies, dimes, and nickels in those mechs and turn them. Yep. And the machine will take them. Yeah. It won't vend anything, but it'll take them.
Yeah, well.
And therefore, you'll find pennies, dimes, and nickels in your bulk vending machines, mainly like gumball machine type, like the Pokemon card sticker machines. It doesn't really work like that. But the quarter mechanism, like turn gumball style machines, they'll take dimes, nickels, and pennies. They just won't vend anything. Yeah. Hey, question: Are you, Jonathan? Are you hearing any delay tonight? I feel like there's a little bit of a delay on the stream tonight. Do you feel that? Do you see that?
Actually, I think we're faster. than we normally are with 3 of us. I don't know why, but I've been watching the YouTube, and usually like it's about 4 to 5 seconds behind, but now it's only like a few seconds behind that I've noticed. And it seems like we're keeping up with the comments pretty good too. Like we're right on. I don't know.
A little better on the comments for sure.
I think we're doing okay. Honestly, I don't know. I don't see a big delay. I think we're right.
I feel like your audio is delayed coming to me. So I wonder if it's something with my new audio setup here. I don't know if what it is. It wasn't like that at the beginning. It just seems like it's progressed. So I don't know. So I'll try and keep that in mind when I'm asking you questions. I'll pause.
Okay.
It'll be okay. All right. So let's see. So 720 Vending says I'm going to be posting a video of my latest break-in that happened in September this week.
Oh,
I'm guessing that means break-in, not breaking. That's my guess. I don't know. 720 Vending, did you have another break-in? Is that what you're talking about? I'm looking at the current comments. I don't see anything there. Let us know, man. Let us know. That just kind of goes back to that whole thing with what QuickPlay says. I mean, or what QuickPlay showed. We always show anytime that happens because we want everyone to know that it does happen, right? It does happen. What else do we got? So it looks like Sweet Treat King is off to work. Says he'll catch the ending on the channels. Thanks, Sweet Treat King. Thanks for being here with us tonight. If you're still here or if you've already gone, don't know, but thanks for being here with us. Appreciate you. And then what else do we got? We're about halfway through. Now's probably a good time to talk about the contest again. You want to take it off this time?
Yeah. So we, Howard Hospitality Group, Galaxy Games 843, and Xtreme Vending have all teamed up with CandyMachines.com to give away a mini claw machine. And these are the new mini claw machines, which he's getting a bunch more in. We saw on his Facebook posts and stuff of all the ones he's got coming from China on order, which is pretty awesome. And so they are the new ones that they have, the Mega Minis or the Mini. Yeah, Mega Mini, right? Is what they're called? The new ones with the. Anyways, they're the new ones with the big giant
super mini.
Super mini with the big giant.
Super mini.
Yeah, with the God, I can't think.
Prize locker, the prize locker on top.
Thank you. With
locker.
the big giant prize locker on the top, I wish our old ones had those. They're really cool, and they're big giant prize locker on the top. You can put whatever you want in there, but shipped to your house, delivered with prizes and everything inside of it. And all you need to do is there's 5 steps. So the first 3 steps, which are really easy, is just subscribe to Howard Hospitality Group, us, Galaxy Games 843, him, and David from Xtreme Vending, who's not feeling well tonight, and we miss him. Please subscribe to our 3 channels. Then join the Discord, and that link for the Discord is down in the description of this. That's actually broadcast. And then go also in the Discord or also in the link, the description. Man, I'm not doing so good. In the description down below is the link to the Candy Machines, the Candy Machines entry form. I should have let Amelia do it. I'm going to call her to do the final one because she's really good at it.
That just went off the rails, right?
Yeah, and then go on the Candy Machines website and fill out the form. And the form literally takes you like 2 minutes. It's really fast, and that's just how we're going to keep track of everybody. So Kevin has a master list. So thank you, Kevin, so much for giving us this claw machine to give away because this is awesome. So it gives our watchers and listeners, now we have a podcast, the chance to join the Discord and subscribe to our channels and win a claw machine, which is awesome. So thank you so much. So very cool. And more stuff to come.
We can't wait to give it away, guys. We can't wait.
I know. We're giving it away in Vegas last week of Vegas.
There's going to be more contests in the future.
Yeah. So sorry I screwed that one up pretty bad.
All right, good stuff.
It's not like we don't say it like 10 times a week in our videos.
It's all good.
Yeah, so I apologize.
Oh, I know we say it so much, right? We're getting to the point where we've said it so much, we're trying to put our own flair on it. I don't know.
I have no flair.
Right? That's part of my fault. No flair. All right, that's okay. Let's move on. Kevin, Keith Arnold says TouchTunes takes a percentage of the revenue, but this is cool right here. It says they also have an app that you can put your credit card info in, so you don't even have to get up from your bar stool to play songs on the jukebox. How cool is that?
Yeah. And that's
That
kind
is
of the way
forward
where
thinking
everything's
right there,
going
right?
now, especially when people are at the bar. They don't, they just want, I want to play this, and they just flip through their phone and play whatever they want. I mean, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
very cool.
I know too. I think I saw some bar somewhere had some sort of setup where people could play music from their phones to the bar. Like they were, I don't know how they did it, but it was like they each everybody got a turn to do that, and it was kind of like a free jukebox, but they played music from their phone to the bar. I don't know if it was like Bluetooth or something. I don't know,
Wow.
but that would be a
You
cool
know what I
thing. I
wish
don't
that
know.
Nyax had that would be really sweet is if you had like a Galaxy Games 843 or like a Howard Hospitality card. And no matter where you went, if you saw a Howard Hospitality machine or a Galaxy Games machine or whatever, you could have like a card that that they could put money on, like your parents could put money on or whatever. And then whenever you were wherever, you could use that
Mm,
card and actually use it in the machine, kind of like you do it like like if you went to Dave and Buster's or something, it'd be like a Dave and Buster's card, but it would be your card, Galaxy Games
yeah.
card. And so at all your little locations or your arcades up and down
Hmm.
wherever it is, they could use that card. I think that would be
Yeah.
so cool. So each of the vendors could have their own
That would
card,
be
and
cool.
then it would be cool. That'd be really neat. Maybe someday, but I think that'd be cool I mean, once you get big
Maybe
enough,
someday. Maybe
yeah.
I'll talk to my. Maybe I'll talk to that Nyax rep I work with, and we'll see
You
if we can put
should,
something
because I
together
mean,
like
how
that. You
cool
never
would that?
know. I mean, you never
Yeah.
know.
I mean, we're not big enough we don't have like hundreds of locations or anything yet, but I mean, if you get up to like 50 locations,
Well, same
that's
here. Same here. Yeah.
that's quite a few machines that they can use it at, and it's a great Christmas present because I know a lot of people tell us that every time that their son goes to the grocery store, they have to play a machine or whatever. And I mean, how cool would it be if they got a card for
Yeah. Yeah.
Christmas, with some money on it, and then they got to
Almost
put
like
in
a
the
gift
machine.
card for it, right? Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, like a gift card. That'd be really
That would
cool
be cool.
someday.
That would be awesome. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, maybe even if we're both kind of small for something like that, but maybe that's something that Nyax would be interested in, even creating gift cards where vendors could buy them from Nyax and then preload money on them and give them out to their locations or stuff like that, even for like
Yeah,
reward
anything
systems or
like
anything
that.
like that. It would be cool
Even if it was a Discord card
for
there, then the
sure.
Discord could, use it and give it to people or something. I don't know. I mean, if
Any
you have to be,
like or even like anywhere you see a Nyax credit card reader, you can use this card and then Nyax will just it'll be prepaid by whoever's buying it, and then that'll just go to the vendor that has the Nyax readers, something
right.
like that. That would be awesome.
Yeah, wouldn't that be
Yeah.
cool? I think that'd be
All right,
really
I'll talk to
cool.
my rep. I'll
Okay,
talk to my
get
Nyax
on that,
person.
will
See
you,
what he
Matt,
thinks.
please? God.
Be like, listen. So we were brainstorming last night, Nyax, and here's what we want you to do, right?
Yeah, we know you're a small
They
company.
would
Can you
probably
just
be
take
pretty
care of this?
receptive to something like that, I would think. Do you know they're an international company? Their headquarters is in another country. Did you know that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't know that for a while. But that's cool. All right, here's a good one. Larry's Treasure says, "What was the name of the insurance company again for $25?" It
Next
is Next
insurance.
Insurance, and there
Yeah.
is a link in the Discord
Yep.
for you to. I think you have to go to that link in order to get that price. Is that how it works?
Yeah, and it's part of the Discord. They gave it to us just for the Discord. So if you can use it, that'd be
Yeah,
great because it helps out
it's like a
the Discord.
discount.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Use that link in the Discord.
David got that for the
So that way you
Discord.
can
So
make sure you get the full discount. Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. Good stuff. All right. Where else are we here? All right, here's a good one. So Zooks is asking about that 24-inch claw machine you were talking about. It says, which claw machine were you talking about earlier that were 24 inches wide? So I know AZ Amusements has the Galaxy machine, right?
They have three
Does
of them.
Kevin at candymachines.com, they have three of
Yes.
them. Do you know what they're called?
No, not offhand, but he has quite a few. I think I don't know how many total. So there's quite a few neat ones out there right now that I don't know if a lot of people have even seen. So AZ Amusements has the Galaxy. Then they have one it looks like it's
Yes.
cotton candy or something on the top of it, but it's not a candy claw or anything, but it looks like cotton candy on the top. And then they have the duck shop. So they have those three. And the front of them look really cool. They got the lights
Okay.
that go up and down, and man, they just look neat. And then Kevin's got a bunch of them, and he just got a bunch of new ones in, which look awesome also. And they're all the 24-inch model, which is not the big giant 31. I mean, you're talking, that's 7 inches difference, You know, I mean, and it's not much bigger than the minis. So if you look at it, I mean, you're only talking, it's that big. You know what I mean? Like that's actually pretty small. If you think about how big, I mean, it's about shoulder width, right? About 24 inches. Is that right? I don't know. My
Yeah,
shoulders are
yeah, for
small,
sure,
but
for sure.
you know what I'm saying is that they're not very big. And so they can
About
go
that,
on
yeah, I would
almost.
say about that, yeah, roughly.
So we're actually going to put one in our Logan's location because they want something even cooler. So we're putting we're going to put one of those in there just because they have the room, and it's not much bigger. So then also there's a new thing that Grant has too, and I think Kevin has something similar, which is the Magic Key, which has, I don't know if you've seen that one, and it's 24 inches wide, and you can put in eggs, or you could put in plush and hide an egg, or whatever you want to do. And then underneath it are like different colored boxes. So you get the keys, you hide the keys inside there, and then they open the box, and the prizes are all down below in the boxes. And they're all different colors. They look really cool. So that you could put, like, I think it's 3 or 4 different prizes underneath in different locked boxes, and then you hide the eggs or however you want to do it. And like, if you want to do all golden eggs, you could do golden eggs, or if you wanted to do a bunch of things and just hide eggs. And if they find it, then they can unlock it and they win that prize right there out of the bottom of the machine, which is really cool. So instead of having one locker on top, you've got like 4 or 5. Very cool. So there's a lot of neat things out there that aren't.
So I think this is a good time to, yeah. I was just gonna say, I think this is a good time to segue to Moonwater Minerals question. She says integrity time, and I think this is a good question. Does anyone not put a key in their prize locker, or a key in their machine to the prize locker for people to find? Right? I was like, honestly, I don't have any prize locker machines currently, but I have had them in the past. And let me just say this. I would always put keys in the machines. And the reason why is because winners create more players, right? I always say that winners create more players. If people are not seeing winners, they're going to be less likely to play the machines, right? That's another reason why I like to get the pictures of the winners at the game store and then post them in the machines whenever I can. Because winners create more players.
I got a good story about that because we went and collected from our Logan's location.
Okay.
And
yeah.
All the waiters and waitresses and then the 2 managers, they all play the machine, and they're always, what they do is they win prizes, and then when they see kids when they don't win, they give them prizes from what they won out of the machine. And we walked into the thing, and the manager comes running over, and he goes, "Is that it right there?" He goes, "Is that the egg?" And we're like, and we look down in there, and there's the golden egg, like sitting at the bottom, like surrounded by some stuff. And she goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "We've been trying to get that egg." And he goes, "We got all the way down there." He goes, "You're not going to cover it up, are you?" She goes, "Yes, I am." So she starts he's like, "Oh man, we worked so hard to get down there." But they had worked. I mean, there was a hole like in the, where they had tried to get down to the egg.
Funny.
And because we put it kind of in the middle, we don't put it like at the very bottom, but we put it we stuff it in there pretty good.
Yeah.
And they were so upset because we covered it all back up. And she's just like, "Sorry." They're like, "Oh man, we worked so hard."
That's too funny.
But we always put it in there. We don't ever not, so, and then I think that's what you're saying is 100% true, is that, and you see it all the time with like Quick Play and everybody else, is that they want to see people win. We want to see the kids win. And that's the same. That's why we love Logan's for doing that, because even the kid that didn't win, he still got something. And I think that's super cool, because then they'll go play again, so cool, it's nice. Yeah. Winners definitely make more players for sure. And that's why what do you set your machines at usually? Like, what's your ratio for your big ones?
It's like 1 to 6 usually.
1 to 6. That's what we do too.
Usually 1 to 6.
1 to 5 or 1 to 6, depending on. Yeah.
For sure.
Poor guys.
All right. 720 Vending. We were talking about him showing his face. He says, "I'm now doing intros to start all my videos now." So that's good. That's awesome.
See?
I'm trying to do the same.
The interview.
That's realized.
Yeah. That's good. He's a super nice guy. And like, it does. I think it makes it way more personal.
Sure. Yeah, I've definitely been trying to get on camera more, even when I'm doing those first like point of view videos, right? I'll usually try to get on camera and do an intro like this.
Yeah.
Where I'm talking to everyone out there, even if it's just a short thing. And then I usually try to do a closing at the end too, where I'm talking to everyone so they can see
and
me
talking about the giveaway,
bond with me and whatnot. So
yeah.
Yes, I always talk about the giveaway at the end too, just so it's fresh in someone's mind as they're leaving the video, so that way they can go off and register for the contest.
Sorry, I think I have allergies.
Sure.
I'm sorry I'm sniffing so much. I apologize. My nose feels like it's my head.
We wouldn't have known if you wouldn't have told us. Just so you know.
Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. All right. Up next, let's see. 720 Vending also says, I'm posting the CCTV footage on Monday from the break-in that he had a few months ago. Okay. Talking about that break-in. Good to know. Yeah, it is crazy. And then Hero 3 says, tonight's stream feels like it's just flying by. Or is it just me?
No, it is.
This happens every week, right? Every week we feel like the stream just flies by.
And I think you guys don't
we're
know
already
either. Like
90 minutes into the stream.
Yeah, like, and when we get done, we're sad. Like we get off, we're all talking about like, man, that went by so fast. Like it's just it's so much fun to do this, and the questions and the people and the comments and stuff, and it's super sad. I wish we could go for like 3 hours. You know, I mean, we'll probably have to pee really bad by that point. But I mean, it definitely
right.
It's definitely
as we sit here and drink our water. Right.
Right. I'm sitting there drinking my coffee, going, oh man, yeah.
But it's true though. So we the streaming software we use has a green room, right? So before and after the show, we can still interact with each other and talk about, you know, how things went or what we're going to talk about, things like that. And like afterwards, we always kind of do like a little follow up kind of debrief and talk about, you know, what went well or, you know, what didn't go so well, different things like that. Maybe ideas for the next week and things. And yeah, every time it's like, oh, that went so quick. It's over already. Like, how does that work?
Yeah.
And guys, just so you know, we only have we have a 2 hour limit.
Yeah.
We have a 2 hour limit. That's why we cut it off at 2 hours.
With the software.
Because if we don't cut it off ourselves, they'll cut it off for us. Yeah. Cut it off for us. And we'll just be like mid sentence and then it'll be over. Nobody wants that. Right? Oh, look at this. 720 Vending says, taking his tomorrow off for his birthday, wants to relax. Well, happy early birthday, 720 Vending. That's cool. Man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, very cool. All right. Hope you enjoy your relaxed day. But if you're anything like me, even a day off is not a day off because I can't sit still. I always got to do something.
Yeah.
On my days off from my regular work, I do vending stuff or YouTube stuff or other stuff like that. Something around the house.
Sounds like me.
So even a regular relaxed day is not a real relaxed day. Yeah. I need 28 hours in the day. That's what I need. All right, and here you go. Moonwater Mineral says, found the map regarding coin pushers. Going to post it in the general section of the Discord. Let me look over on the Discord real quick and see if that's been posted.
Yeah, she probably did.
Because that comment looks like it's about 10 minutes old. I'm sure she did. Let me see.
She did. It's there. I see it.
Discord doesn't want to behave for me.
Oh, it's there.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Well, I'll look after the stream then. Thank you for posting that, by the way. That's awesome.
Need to move to Nevada.
Illegal?
Colorado.
Does anyone know?
What
can you see? Is Connecticut is a legal
state?
Oh,
let me look. Sorry.
That question came up earlier.
Let me look for the CT.
And now I want to know.
Oh, it is illegal.
Look for the CT.
Yep.
Illegal. So if whoever that was asking about Connecticut, do not run coin pushers in that state.
New Jersey, it's okay.
Don't say we didn't warn you.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, New Jersey's a gambling state. I'm sure you need a gaming license to run them, though.
Yeah.
But you can run slot machines in New Jersey, right?
Yeah, so it looks like,
good stuff.
This is neat. This is cool. I don't know who did this, but that's very cool.
Yeah. I'll definitely check that out.
Yeah, I will be too.
And then 720 Vending also says, has anyone ever wanted a video of how to clean and do a belt change for a bill validator? I think, Jonathan, I think you could probably benefit from that video. Right?
Thanks, man.
Right? Or maybe how to clear a jam.
I felt so stupid after that.
I mean, that live stream, but I'll tell you what though, what not a better way to see a problem get diagnosed and then resolved live on camera via the comment section. I mean, how cool was that?
That was cool. And Amelia was so helpful too. She's like, telling me, she's like, no, this is what he says. And I'm like, okay, well, that doesn't work. You know, like I was getting frustrated and she was like so calm. And I'm like, okay. So luckily she was there because I was getting.
I still think it's so funny though, because I was out filming a video at the time that you were doing that live stream, so I wasn't on the live stream. But I'm watching the replay and I'm yelling, "Push down the bar, pull it back, push down the bar, pull it back," and like, I almost called you. And I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
oh wait, he got it. Okay." So,
Well, you're just afraid to break
but
it,
it was
you
it
know.
was good
Like, I
times.
mean, who would think you just yank on it? Like, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I
think
know
like
what you
that.
mean. It
Yeah,
is not it is not easy like that. You're right.
yeah.
You're right.
You know what's
For
funny though is
sure.
I went back because we had another jam in the same machine, and then when I pulled it out the second time, it was
Yeah.
easier. So I don't know if it was just because it was from the factory and super tight, and then after that it was just
Yeah,
easy,
yeah.
or if it was
I'm
because
sure.
I
I'm
knew
sure
what I
like
was
like
doing.
a couple
Yeah,
times.
yeah,
I mean, I'm sure it's probably a little bit of both, but probably more that you knew what you were doing exactly for sure.
probably. Yeah.
Good stuff. All right. Moodwater Mineral says I'm definitely going to do the pictures of the winners when I get a good claw machine like that. I'm guessing. So maybe you'll have a good claw machine pretty soon. I know
Cool.
you're registered, right?
Yep.
I know you're registered for the contest. Maybe you'll be a winner. We'll know in just 2 weeks, guys. 2 weeks away.
It's
2
crazy.
weeks to Vegas.
So crazy.
It's gonna be awesome.
So
I
exciting.
can't wait. I'm so super stoked for it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I can't wait. Absolutely. All right. Arcade Madness says, "What's up, everyone?" Hey, Arcade Madness. And then he's asking,
Hello.
"No David tonight?"
Yeah, I know. Poor guy, he's sick.
Yeah.
I'm thinking he's sleeping
David
because he hasn't been
decided that
commenting.
he was. He, yeah. He was not feeling well enough to participate tonight, which is fine. Which
Oh,
is fine.
well, he couldn't even
He was
talk.
in
He
the
didn't have a
comments for a little
voice.
while, though,
So,
like Jonathan said.
yeah.
Although, wouldn't it have been fun to have him on camera, just kind of like fake sign language, like
Right.
pretending like you knew
Like
sign
this.
language, but didn't really, like, yeah, up and the head nods and
Yeah.
that next time, yes, make the dog talk. Yes, for sure. Yeah, so David's a little bit under the weather this evening. That's why he's not
Yeah.
here with us. But I'm sure as long as he's feeling better next week, he'll return next week. But we did talk about having some guests in the future too. So we scrambled tonight. We tried to get some guests tonight. Now,
Yeah.
obviously on short notice, no one was available to join
Kevin
us.
was out to dinner with his family, and
but
I tried him. You tried Eli and Cody, and
yeah.
everybody was just busy. So
I tried Eli and Cody. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just a busy night for everyone, right? And everyone's getting ready for Vegas, so there's a lot of things like that too. So just know that he's just not here this evening, and he should be back next week, pending he's still feeling better.
yeah,
So FYI. There we go. All right, Jawbone says, "Hey everyone, sorry I'm late. It's okay, Jawbone. At least you're
Yeah.
here now. Thanks so
Yeah.
much. Appreciate you being here. Perfect. And what else we got? He also says he'll go back and watch the rest later. Good.
there you
Yes, we appreciate that. We appreciate the watch time. Exactly. And here's a good question. So J-Man the vendor says, "Are you fellas full-time vendors?" No. We wish we were.
go. I wish I was. Yeah,
Maybe someday. Right?
100% wish I was for sure.
Maybe someday. Yeah.
Yeah,
I would love to do vending all day, every day, and then come home and do YouTube videos about it every day too. That would be amazing.
Yep.
Maybe someday.
yeah, I would love to. Or
Yeah,
even
maybe
if I had
someday.
a job, like
That'd
I
be
was
awesome.
in charge of FECs or something, like if I oversaw like 4 or 5 giant arcades or something, I mean, that would be the cool job. And then had my vending thing on, I don't know, I'd love to do something arcade only. That would,
Yeah.
I don't know. Something like that. I don't know.
I don't know that I would love to be in charge of an FEC unless it was my FEC. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, I don't know that I'd want to manage an FEC and have to deal with customers and kids and like problems unless it was mine, unless I owned it. I think that's the only way I'd really want to do that
That's
because
true. I'm just trying to think of
I
something
would think that
else
would be
I
a lot
could
of
do
work,
that
right?
was
And
vending really. As a real job,
right. I mean, if I'm going to put in all that work, I want to reap the benefits too. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
100%. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. All right. Arcade Madness says, "Should I start a vending Facebook group?" That's a good
Sure.
question. I know there's already some out there. Like one that I am probably most active in is Vending Revolution. It was actually started by Quick Play, and I think possibly maybe Dominic Barbado too.
yeah.
I don't know for
Mhm.
sure.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's the one I'm most active in. There are other
Vending
Facebook groups out
Nation's
there. I know
probably
there's
the
Vending
biggest.
Nation, which
Yep.
I think Brian LaRue started that.
Yep.
And I know Brian LaRue, I think he used to do YouTube videos too.
Kevin's one of the
Do you know?
people that started it too. Vending Nation, from what I understand. So from Candy
Okay.
Machines.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Candy Machines. Yes, representing right here. There we go.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, there's always room for more groups. It's just, I would say just do a good job of, maintaining it and keeping the spam out of it and keeping it on topic and keeping it, a community and collaborative and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Too many in those groups, like fights happen and people are, they get egos and
there's just a lot of negativity. I think that's the worst part about it that I've noticed is there's a lot of people that bash on people on there. And it's just really sad because instead of being helpful, like the Discord is probably the best thing that's happened to vending in a long time, just because everybody's so helpful and so supportive and just shares everything and just wants to help people. It's just so cool. Like I can't think of something that's cooler than that, but you go on the Facebook groups and it's oh yeah, well I did that and it sucked and this and that. And it's like, well, that's not really helpful. Like people are asking you for help and I don't know. I don't like that about Facebook. So I still belong to all the groups just because I like to know what's going on. But
same. But I don't I used to post all my videos in all the different vending groups. And I kind of quit doing that. I caught some heat from some of the old timers that thought it was terrible that I was posting my collections on YouTube and whatnot. And I think we've all of us that do collection videos have run into that. It happens, right?
Yep.
Not everyone's going to like the content. It is what it is. Here, I'm still making content. It's okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's not like I ever run into these people in person, right? Who knows? Maybe someone will be in Vegas. I don't know.
They'll all be in Vegas, I'm sure. Yeah.
Who knows?
I hope.
I'm so maybe when the cameras are rolling, maybe someone will have something nasty to say to me. We'll make sure we get that on camera.
I just follow around like a videographer.
That always makes for good content.
I'll follow you around like the paparazzi. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have the microphone. I'm going to be wearing the microphone all the time. So I just hit the record button if somebody starts some trouble and that'll make some good content, right? I'm sure everyone would love some drama, right? Who knows? Maybe that's what'll get you to break 10,000 subs. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
You're all good. All right, good. So it looks like the Facebook group though that Arcade Madness is looking to start would be called Vending Universe.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
That's cool. Kind of bigger than Vending Nation, right? It's the whole universe.
Heck yeah.
There you go. The possibilities are endless to infinity and beyond. You can tell we're getting towards the end of the show, guys, because things are starting to go off the rails just a little bit. And that's okay. But here's a good point, though, kind of reassuring or reaffirming what we're saying about Facebook. Moonwater Mineral says, yes, we need more fun vending groups on Facebook. The ones now are quite stuffy.
For sure.
And yeah, I mean, so there's a lot of people with a lot of differences of opinions. If you really want to go to a community where everybody is helpful and beneficial and, shares best practices and gets along, join our Discord. That's going to be your best option.
Yeah.
Everyone there is so nice, so wonderful, so excellent. That's the best.
Like Vending Galaxy Games or something like that. Vending Galaxy, but I don't know, something. Something like that.
There may already be a Galaxy Games Facebook group that I started, but I've never promoted on anywhere, just in case someday I wanted to promote it. It's there. I'm just saying. It's already there, but I've never done anything with it.
Well,
just like my website, galaxygames843.com.
Maybe the three of us can start one like we did with the Discord and just do it that way.
Ooh, maybe. I don't know, though, because that's just one more thing to police, It's one more thing to monitor.
Right? Yeah, we need more on our plate.
I don't know. I already need 28 hours in a day. I don't need a 29th hour. And look, for now, just go to the Discord, guys. That's the best place. So who knows? All right. So Black Girl says this is the longest 2 weeks ever. I could not agree more, right? I cannot wait to go to Las Vegas. I cannot wait to make one of you out there a lucky winner of a super mini claw machine from candymachines.com. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be great to meet everybody in person. I can't wait to hang out, right? I can't wait to see Vegas. I can't wait to eat some good food. I can't wait to play some slot machines, play some grown-up games, play some regular arcade games too. They've got lots of great places to go visit. So we're going to go check them all out. And we'll do lots of videos, guys. Lots of content. It's going to be awesome. 720 Vending says the next 2 weeks until the drawing is going to be a nail biter. That's right.
Yep, it
Think
is.
of all that anxiety all built up, though. Right? Everyone, for sure. Good stuff. What else do we got here? All right, here's one for me from Anthony Kilmer. Says, hey, Galaxy Games, where's the guy from Xtreme Vending? And what did you all have for dinner? I'm eating Cocoa Pebbles. All right, so first question. First question is, where's Xtreme Vending? So Xtreme Vending is under the weather this evening. He lost his voice. So, you know, I almost made him come on with his face painted white and gloves and like having to mime through the show. I thought that would be pretty funny. But I'm sure he wouldn't be down for that though. So he's ill tonight, so he's not here. He was in the comments for a little bit, but we think he might have fallen asleep because he's no longer commenting.
Yeah.
Because we've called him out a couple times now, and I think he would have commented by now. So he probably fell asleep. Yeah. You know, when you don't feel well, you just kind of lay on the couch and just kind of go in and out of semi-consciousness. I'm sure that's what's happening right now. So you're eating Cocoa Pebbles for dinner. I actually had like a baked chicken with like a chicken gravy kind of thing and mashed potatoes.
Nice.
It's actually, it's funny. The name sounds hilarious. It's called, we call it chicken and crab. It's something my parents used to make when I was a kid, and I've always loved it. And my kids love it. And my oldest son got his first apartment this week. So tonight was the last night he was going to be home for dinner.
And he wanted chicken and crab?
Because he gets his keys tomorrow. So we made chicken and crab. So the reason, the story behind how it got that name, I was probably about, I don't know, maybe 12 or 13 years old at the time. My mom made it. And like, it uses cream of chicken soup combined with provolone cheese and milk to make it like a real like runny, cheesy, like gravy kind of stuff. And you bake croutons that are soaked in butter in it on top. It's so good. It's so good. I mean, it's just so good. Anyway, so I was asking for seconds when I was about 12 or 13. And I had the chicken on my plate and I had the potatoes, but I needed some of that gravy stuff. And I didn't know what to call it. So I said, give me a big spoonful of that crap that crap that comes in there. Like, and then ever since then, it was renamed chicken and crab. I know it sounds funny, and we went way off the rails with that one, but that's what I had for dinner.
That's
awesome. Sorry you got the backstory with it, but that's hopefully you guys enjoyed that.
Well, I didn't know if it was something that was like well known where you're at, where it was called chicken and crab. I didn't know if it was.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. It. I have to tell the story whenever I say the name, because if I say the name, it sounds awful, but it's so good. We love it.
Yeah, it doesn't sound.
How about you? What I know. It's still earlier. It's earlier for you.
Well, I haven't had dinner yet.
Did you get
I get home and then we go on. So I don't get to eat dinner, but my wife made homemade soup, so I'm gonna have soup after this. But it'll be at 8:00. I get my dinner because that's just how I do it on Wednesdays. So I don't get to eat till 8:00.
Sure.
Yeah.
See what we go through for all you out there. Make sure you give this video a like. Come on, guys. Thumbs up for us. Look at what we go through for you guys. So I had the chicken and crab. You're gonna have soup. And Anthony is having Cocoa Pebbles. Guys, the rest of you, throw out in the comments what you have for dinner or what you're having for dinner tonight. We'd love to see it. That's pretty cool. All right, there we go. Oh, hold on. I just got a text from my parents. I'm sure they're watching. And let's see what they have to say here.
Chicken and crab.
Yes, pass the crap. Yes, that's what I said when I was like 12. So it's too funny. It's too funny they said that. Yeah, so... there's always a funny story behind.
Can you post the recipe in the Discord?
I definitely had to tell it.
Can you put the recipe in the Discord for everybody?
Yeah, I could do that. I'll definitely, cool. And maybe I think I might even have some pictures of a previous version
there you go.
Made. So I think I can post the recipe and some pictures.
That would be cool, man.
But guys, I'm telling you, it is so good, and it's so easy to make too. You literally. All right, I'll come to the Discord for that because I could probably go into another 15 minutes. We've only got 15 minutes left. So come to the Discord for that.
Oh my God. Sounds amazing.
Cream of chicken. Cream of chicken soup.
Cream of chicken.
It's
Sorry.
so good. So good. All right. Yeah. On the Discord, guys. It'll be on the Discord for sure.
Nice.
All right. Let's move on because we've only got 15 minutes left.
Wow.
We're still going to talk about the contest one more time before we wrap the night up. And
Is Amelia there
Moonwater
with you?
Mineral says, now that I'm getting out of the army and going to be vending full time with crystals too, I'm afraid that the banks will think I'm doing naughty things for all those dollar bills. Right? So
That's funny.
guys, that's one thing about owning a vending machine business. You always have so many singles, right?
Yep.
And you're finding creative ways to get rid of them. Like sure, you can take them all to the bank. And I've taken $1,000 in ones to the bank before. And it's like, here you go, like all wrapped up. And like, they got to run them through their counter machines to make sure you counted them correctly. But like, also like every time I have a vending machine moved, I try to pay the vending company in ones. And I'm like, sorry guys, have a good night. You know, you're ready for the night. I always say things like that. And everybody has a good laugh and stuff. But I'm sure any of you out there that have vending machines know exactly what I'm talking about. You've always got so many ones. And like, that's why you see too, when I do my shopping videos and I go to the self-checkouts, I try to pay at the self-checkouts in ones too, because I want to get rid of those ones. I don't want to take them to the bank and have them look at me like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
so
we know what you're talking about, Moonwater Minerals. Absolutely.
I texted Amelia and asked her to come out and talk about the giveaway one last time for us. So she.
Yes. Okay. So we're wrapping things up. We're getting down to the final minutes. Now's a great time to talk about the Super Mini Claw Machine giveaway from CandyMachines.com. Amelia, hopefully you can do better than both your dad and I did tonight. Take it away, girl.
So, us Howard Hospitality Group, Galaxy Games 843, and Xtreme Vending have all paired up with CandyMachines.com to give away a mini claw machine, and it's super easy to enter to win. You just have to subscribe to all of us, which is Howard Hospitality Group, Galaxy Games 843, and Xtreme Vending. Then go to the link in the description below, join the Discord, and fill out the form on CandyMachines.com's website. It's super easy. It only takes a minute, and then you can win a fully stocked claw machine, and it comes right to your front door or front step, whatever you have.
From who?
From CandyMachines.com, which is also Kevin.
Yep. There you go, dude. She rocks, man.
Trying to get the logo in picture there.
Good job, dude.
Good job, Amelia. Thank you so much for sharing that for all the viewers.
So I sound
you definitely did better than your dad tonight. He was
way better than your dad. Awesome job. Thank you, Amelia.
He needs another cup of coffee or something. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's like David's not here and you're falling apart.
Yeah, sorry.
Right on.
Very cool.
It's all good. It's all good. No, I trip over my words all the time too. I'm sure you've seen it in my videos. You've seen it on these live streams. It happens, guys, especially when we can't edit those things out.
Yeah.
Just what it is. Good stuff.
Yeah, she's
all right. Good. So talking about some of those Facebook groups, J-Man the vendor says, I think the negativity is from the veterans, meaning the old timers in the vending industry. And then clarifying says vending vets. And then Moonwater Mineral says, I can't wait to be a grumpy veteran.
Yeah, don't wish too much. You can be old like me. Cool. I don't want to be too old. Enjoy your youth. For sure.
And then here's a funny one right here. Hero 3 says, I think every stream should start integrated holding up stacks of money or maybe bags of quarters. Maybe just a thought.
And just post it all over Facebook.
Right.
That'll make everybody really happy, right?
Just, holding stacks like this, like our thumbnails,
yeah.
Right. with the funny pose. Yeah, for sure. I know, I think we could probably make that happen if that's something everybody really wants to do. Just, I don't know. I think it'd be pretty silly. And what else do we got here? So we're actually doing pretty good on the comments for this evening. We didn't get too far behind. Of course we did skip a lot of different things. All right, we'll address this one. Arcade Madness says, is Jonathan wearing a Galaxy Games 843 shirt?
Yes,
So
sir.
yes, he is. So here's the deal, guys. So some of the special people that have worked with me on YouTube and different things like that, I'm working on a merch campaign. Now, I'm not going to release my merch campaign or my merch or whatever you want to call it, just some T-shirts, right?
Yeah.
Not going to release that until the channel reaches 10,000 subscribers. But in preparation for that, I've been doing some tests. I've been trying out some different companies to see how good their quality is, what their quality is like, and then using that to make a decision if I want to go with them when we hit 10,000, when we do merch, actual merch. So I sent some to Jonathan here. I sent one to Xtreme Vending. I sent some to Quick Play. Some of the guys that have really been helping me to help grow my YouTube channel. I wanted to thank them and just kind of share,
That was nice.
a little gift for to say thank you and send a nice little note and whatnot. So thank you so much for helping me out, and hope you enjoy the shirt. And for the rest of you out there, I know some of you want those shirts. They will be available, but we're not going to make them available until we reach 10,000 subscribers. That's my goal. I'd really like to hit it in Vegas. I'll tell you what, I was just looking the other day. It's realistic for us to do this, right? In Vegas, for Howard Hospitality to hit the first 1,000,
Mm-hmm.
for Xtreme Vending to hit 3,000, for me to hit 10,000. It's super realistic.
Yeah.
It's just 2 weeks away. And we're going to be promoting hard while we're in Vegas too. Did
Well,
you
it's
make
just
business
weird-
cards? Have you done it?
Yeah. It's just weird to me too, because we have over 1,000 members in the Discord now, and you'd
Yeah.
think that everybody in the Discord would be subscribed to our channels. You know what I mean? So you would think, but so that would put
Not
us
everybody
over.
likes to click that subscribe button, though. I know. Well, you know what's
I get
funny?
it.
So if you looked at your analytics, so like when my viewers, only 25% of them are subscribed.
Oh wow, really?
Isn't that crazy?
That is
Only
crazy.
Yeah, usually about 25%. Some videos have a higher number, but a lot of times, people that watch our videos aren't subscribers, which is funny. A lot of
That's
people I think
weird.
just don't like to hit that subscribe button, or they don't think to.
Right.
Because if they watch one or two of our videos, YouTube's just going to keep recommending them anyway, right? So they don't have to subscribe because they're still going to get recommended and all that stuff. So I think sometimes it just kind of goes by the wayside. People don't even think about it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, looks like Kevin's here.
Moonwater Mineral says, yes, he is. I'm super jealous. Kevin's here?
Yeah,
Hey, there we go.
here he is.
There we go. Kevin sneaking in at the end. Kevin, I'm wearing your shirt.
Yeah.
And just so you know, Kevin, there's a lot of requests for candymachines.com
Yes.
shirts, right?
Especially from this guy.
So just so you
Several
know,
times. Yeah.
there's a few people that want some candymachines.com shirts. Maybe we could give some of those away too on these live streams. I don't know what
Yeah,
do
we
you
were
what do you think,
talking about
Kevin?
that.
You want to get more shirts out there?
Yep.
Maybe we
We
can
were
get some
talking about
more
it,
away.
Kevin.
Maybe we can give some away on some of these live streams. So maybe we'll talk more about it in Vegas. Maybe bring some extra shirts to Vegas for us, and we'll give them away. We'll take care of all that stuff for you. I don't know. Just throwing it out there.
I
Would
hope
be
he
cool.
caught Amelia doing the talk of the
Yeah.
giveaway. I think he would have enjoyed that, seeing her talk about it. That would have been pretty cool.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. All right. Up next, Jose says, Galaxy Games, do you fully support yourself with the vending machines, or do you have a day job? I have a regular job, and I love my regular
He's a
job.
pimp.
It's such a good job, and that's why it's pimp. Pimping vending machines, maybe.
Yeah.
So that's how I got all those ones, right?
Right.
But basically, no. So I work in the call center industry, and luckily I'm a remote worker, so I work from home. So I do my vending route and my YouTube stuff before work in the morning. I do YouTube and vending stuff on my lunch break, and then of course on the evenings and weekends. So it doesn't actually cut into my regular work job. But someday I would love to be able to do it full time, to do vending and
Yeah.
to do YouTube full time. And maybe someday that'll be a possibility. But for now, I'm just kind of having fun doing this kind of like a side thing, you know. It's a
That'd be
good
so
time.
amazing. I would love
But,
that. That would
yeah.
be awesome.
It would be amazing.
Mhm.
I would love, like I said, I said it earlier in the stream, actually, I would love to do vending every day, go to different locations every day, do videos about them, and do a video every day, a daily video. That would be awesome.
That's like what David does.
Having a regular job, I can't do that.
Yeah,
well, he does. He doesn't do YouTube every day, but
no,
yes,
but I mean, he does
he does support himself with vending, which is awesome.
Right. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. All right, so I guess Arcade Madness did start that Vending Universe Facebook group. So he's saying, come join this Facebook group, guys. If you're looking for a new Facebook group about vending, go check out. I think it was called Vending Universe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think that's what he said. I think
just checking the comments. I think it was Vending Universe. Yeah, for sure. All right, lots of people saying they're going to go check it out. So they're requesting. Good stuff. All right. Hero 3 says, speaking of day job, I actually took on another job that will allow me to be more flexible to work my vending. I'm taking a 25% pay cut, but now I don't work nights or weekends.
Nice.
Plus it's 410s. That's awesome.
Dude, that is awesome.
And with 410s too, you get that one weekday during the week too. Yeah, that's really cool.
Well, that means you can put focus on your side hustle.
I actually worked 410s in the call center.
Yeah, work on your side hustle and make up the 25% easy. You know what I mean? If you work hard enough. I mean,
yeah, for sure.
In vending, for sure, you can make up that 25%. Yeah, awesome. Very cool, man.
Good stuff. Yes. All right. Insert Coin says we need that recipe for chicken and crap. Yeah, that's good. That's going to come to the Discord for sure. Moonwater Mineral says, shout out to Matt's parents. We want that recipe. It's coming. I promise you guys. I think I have it on an index card in the recipe little binder folder thing that Mrs. Galaxy Games keeps. So We'll definitely make sure we get that out there for sure. I'm glad that you guys want to see it so bad because I'm telling you guys,
I had a feeling, man. So it just sounds good. And it's like it's fun. It's something different, you know?
So
very
good.
Cool.
So good. Yeah, for sure. All right, what else we got? So we've only got a few minutes left, so I'm going to try and highlight any of the most important comments I can find.
Okay.
We're only a few minutes behind, so let's see here. Is there anything we want to highlight? While I'm doing that, don't forget, guys, subscribe to Galaxy Games 843, subscribe to the Howard Hospitality Group, subscribe to Xtreme Vending, join our Discord, and of course, make sure you register for the CandyMachines.com Super Mini Claw Machine giveaway. All the links are in the description of this video, so make sure you do that. All right. Everyone's talking about the shirts now tonight, too.
Told you, man.
Everybody wants a shirt. Guys, help me get to 10,000.
Yeah.
Once we get to 10,000, we're going to do it. We're going to do it once we hit 10K. And I think Social Blade has us projected hitting 10K mid-April. But if we can get there in Vegas, that would be even cooler because we'll have a big celebration video. It'll be an awesome time for sure. All right. 720 Vending even says he eats sports shirts in his videos. I'm not sure if he's talking about mine or CandyMachines.com video or shirts. Probably both. Who knows? Arcade Madness also says, and this is for Kevin. Kevin, you should put a CandyMachines.com shirt inside the mini claw machine that you send off to the winner.
I think that's a good idea too. Great idea. Great idea. Very cool.
Here we go. He also says, do it. Give away some shirts. Yes. We'll always bring a box of shirts to the show. All right. So guys, future videos or future live streams after the show, after the Vegas show, we'll have some Candy Machines shirts to give away.
No, we'll do it next week.
We're making it happen, guys.
Do it next week.
Do you want to do one next week?
Yes.
All right.
Come on.
All right. Kevin, at least reserve us one. At least reserve us one. But I don't know how many we can get. So that's why I was saying after the show. But I guess we can do one next week. As long as Kevin's on board. All right.
Okay.
We'll do it next week. And we'll definitely do it in Vegas.
Yeah.
And then afterwards as well.
Yep.
All right, one more reminder, smash the like button, as Jawbone says. Give it a thumbs up. Helps everyone find the live stream. Even though we're wrapping it up right now, it'll help people find the restream. So make sure you do that.
Don't forget we have our podcast.
CandyMachines.com says we also need to make sure, podcasts on all streaming platforms for the show and for the Meet the Industry interviews. There we go. And then Kevin says, but we all need to help Howard get to 1K and Galaxy get to 10K. Yes.
Yes,
we need your help, guys. How
Tell
awesome
all your friends and family to subscribe.
All right, guys. With that said, it is the last minute of the live stream, so we need to start wrapping things up right here because if we don't, they're going to cut us off anyway. So with that said, guys, thank you so much for joining us week after week. We appreciate everyone coming and watching the show, hanging out, giving us your comments, giving us your likes, giving us your shares, chatting in the Discord, registering for the contest. We couldn't do all this without you guys. So thank you guys so much.
And I
We
miss
appreciate
you,
you
David.
so much. Have a great week. We missed you, David, and we'll see the rest of you next week. Have a great night, guys. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye, all. Have a great one.